Welcome back to the channel and to another dose of 5 things you might not know. This, as always, is the 101. Now this one is episode number 30, but as always, if you have missed any of the previous episodes, then check them out in the series playlist, link on the screen. But here we go once again, this time episode 30 of 5 things you might not know about WWE 2K17. So let's kick this one off with a continuation of a thing that we covered a bunch previously, which is the always awesome, lesser known Breakout attacks. So today's trio to add to the growing list includes the following. We have got this one for Buddy Murphy. This one for Sami Zayn. And thirdly, this one for Blake. Once again, these are always very cool to cover, so continue to let me know any more that we haven't covered yet, and I'll cover even more in a future episode. Moving on to thing number 2 today, and we have got something pretty specific to the corkscrew elbow drop. Now, as we know, when you hit your signature move in the game, you of course then gain a finisher. However, what you might not know is that when you use the corkscrew elbow drop as a signature move, this move actually gives you 2 finishers instead of the standard 1 finisher. So yeah, something a little strange, but still pretty cool nonetheless, which in turn gives you a bonus finisher, which of course could be a very handy thing to know. From one specific move to another with thing number 3 today, as we are now giving focus to the Randy Orton Spike DDT. Now of course what we do know is that a couple of games back, the move was changed to a standard front grapple instead of a rope move, which then sees Randy Orton pull the opponent to the ropes from the current location. However, what you might not know is that if you hit this move near the ropes, you actually get to see an alternative animation. So as you can see, a smaller thing, but still something potentially kind of cool to note for fans of Randy Orton. And in addition, it's also worth pointing out that the old rope version does remain in the game. Plus this version, which is a rear apron grapple, which sees the opponent hung over the top rope instead of the standard middle rope. Next up with thing number 4 today, we have got a potentially lesser known reversal that acts like a signature out of nowhere for Neville. So as we know, one of Neville's signature moves in the game is the always awesome reverse Frankensteiner. However, what you might not know is that there is actually an alternative version of the move that acts as a reversal for multiple electric chair maneuvers. Now whilst this one technically isn't specific to Neville, but is rather a more general reversal given to certain cruiserweights, given that the move is of course a trademark Neville move, it does almost work as a pretty badass signature out of nowhere for the king of the cruiserweights. But finally, with our 5th and final thing today, and we're changing gears to make signature out of nowhere to now a finisher out of nowhere. So as we covered last time, the Super RKO is indeed a thing in the game, and as covered, we thought the move might have been specific to Randy Orton. However, it turns out that is not quite the case, and therefore what you might not know is that not only does Randy Orton have the move as a Super RKO, but so does Diamond Dallas Page, which of course means the move also acts as a very badass Super Diamond Cutter. So as you can see, once again, this one looks awesome, with this one working for the standard DDP in the game. However, unfortunately not working for the DLC DDP, who instead has the more general Superpower Slam that we also covered earlier in the series. But nonetheless, the standard DDP can indeed do the Super Diamond Cutter, so a pretty awesome thing to note for fans of WCW, and once again overall a very epic move to see. And with that one, that brings an end to another episode, which now takes the series total to 150 things. So let me know in the comments if any of today's feature 5 things were new for you. Plus, as always, if you enjoyed today's episode, which hopefully you have, then a like rating would be awesome to see. Stay tuned to the channel for another new episode of the series coming very soon. But with that said, until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.